Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin, I'm a geek. You're watching Kevin the Geek, and if you haven't seen my previous snooker related videos, I'm a little bit of a fan of snooker. More than a fan, I guess. I've done a couple of reactions to like Big Break, well, two reactions to Big Break actually. Both a normal episode, well, Christmas related, and an unseen kind of thing with bloopers. But today's video is something a little bit different. And it's a rematch of sorts. So the day that I'm recording this, it is the start of the final of the 2025 World Snooker Championships. This will be going out tomorrow, so it'll be the day that the final concludes. And that is the final between Zhao Jingtong, I think it is, of China, and a member of the class of 92, Mark Williams, who is currently now the oldest finalist ever to reach the Crucible final at the age of 50, which is just incredible. And also the fact that if he wins, he will again become the newest, the oldest ever champion to win, the first person ever in their 50s to win it. But even more weirdly, he actually won the world senior title like 10 years ago when he was like 40, which now just seems bonkers. The fact is, he's on the verge of potentially winning, the actual worlds at the age of 50. It's incredible, and I'm really heavily rooting for him. Not necessarily due to the fact that Zhao Jingtong is one of those players that was banned and then has come back since, that whole Chinese max fixing kind of hoo-ha. As far as I'm concerned, any match fixing, I can't even speak today. Match fixing in any sport, I think it just should not be tolerated. And if you're involved in any which way, if you are knowledgeable about it, you should have a lifetime ban from whatever that sport is, because you have no respect for the sport, as far as I'm concerned. But that is by the by. Now, interestingly, what I'm going to watch today is a rematch of sorts between Steve Davis and Dennis Taylor, who arguably fought in the most iconic of World Championship finals in 1985, the infamous Blackpool final. And this is something that was recorded as part of the 25th anniversary. Now, I thought there was a possibility I may be able to do the 40th anniversary, because that is this year. They have gone around and done a load of stuff for it, but not televised. But I thought they might have done something, because yesterday, obviously, Ronnie O'Sullivan absolutely capitulated in his semi-final against Zhao Jingtong. I think it's the first time in like 10 years that one of the semi-finals has literally ended a session early because of such dominance. So there was a bit of hoo-ha. The fans apparently weren't getting refunds for people who had tickets for that session, which is really bad as far as I'm concerned again. So they did a bit of a rematch, but again, a sort of a 40th anniversary celebration. And then there was a bit of a Q&A session, but it wasn't televised, or at least as far as I'm aware. If anyone knows of it being televised, can send me footage, please let me know. But for now, this is the 25th anniversary rematch between Dennis Taylor and Steve Davis.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this very special session of snooker. We're turning back the clock to bring out two legends of the game who went toe-to-toe in 1985. You were watching, so was I.
I wasn't even bored at that point.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, first of all, a true hero of the modern game. He won the Grand Prix in 1984. He won the Masters in 1987, beating Alex Higgins. What a match. 19 million of us tuned in 1985. He was 8-0 down. It was the black ball. It was after midnight. He is the pride of Northern Ireland, Dennis Taylor.
See, Ronnie, he was 8-0 down. You could have come back, but you didn't. God, Ronnie had so many excuses this year, honestly, about his cue, and he's not been playing well. Mark Williams has said, it's like, my eyesight's going, I can barely see, and yet he still managed to get to the final. So,
Dennis, glad to see the glasses are getting smaller. First thing, what a fabulous performance to miraculously appear in the quarterfinals here yesterday.
I thought your introduction was absolutely spot on, Rob.
Dennis, those memories from 25 years ago, they must be as fresh now as the moment they happened.
It's absolutely incredible. No one thought back then that we'd still be talking about that final, and it's just incredible how they keep remembering it. And Steve summed it all up. He said he'll remember that one more than the 6th that he won. And Steve's been a great sport. We do a lot of things together, and he's an absolute gentleman, and he takes it all in good spirit, because really, snooker was the winner that night, really. I happened to be the lucky one that knocked the black in.
And we've seen some fantastic performances and a great comeback by Robbo, actually, against Martin Gould from 11-5 down in the second round. But where did you draw the mental strength from to come back from such a hard margin that you were behind?
Well, the thing was, I played well throughout the whole World Championship that year. In the final, Steve never gave me a chance. You know, he kept me in the seat for the whole of the first session. I feel silly talking serious with these glasses on.
Only you could get away with it.
And I just knew if I got a chance, you know, never give up. And I didn't give up. And I played some of the best snooker of my career in that evening session to get back to just be 2 behind. And yeah, and it was just amazing how I managed to win the final frame, because both of us, we'd gone completely. We couldn't knock the balls in the pockets, and well, we just didn't know who was going to win in the end. And as I say, I was fortunate enough to send that little black ball into the corner pocket.
Well, I tell you what, you're under pressure today, because my goodness me, how he's rolled back the years this week.
I thought his match against John Higgins was out of this world. I think all the players were so proud of him. Even John Higgins was so gracious in defeat. And it took a lot out of him, and he just didn't perform against Neil Robertson the way he did against John. But to beat the current world champion, I think only Steve Davis could have done that.
What a champion, Dennis Taylor.
Such a respectable gentleman. I've always said that snooker's the hardest sport to ever be the world champion, because not only have you got to be good, you know, you've got to be good at playing snooker. You know, the fact that you're doing it over 17 days, you know, like the final is done just in itself over 2 days. And if you do it properly, you're going to be playing for good, 4, 8, you know, we're talking about 16, 17, 18 hours easily minimum to win. And when you have the pressure of not being able to influence it in any way, that's the thing that I think people don't understand. You know, like in football or in basketball or you know, other sports like that, rugby, you have opportunities to do something to force the others to make a mistake. In snooker, if Ronnie Sullivan's at the table and he's putting all the balls, I literally just have to sit there, and I could be playing the best snooker in my life. I may not have missed a single ball, but he's just clearing up, and I'm just not given an opportunity. And that's how difficult it has to be, because you've got to be so mentally ready. You know, you could be there for like an hour sitting down. You've literally not had a single shot on the ball, and then he makes one mistake, and you have to be switched on. You've got to be ready to go straight away. It's so difficult.
Please welcome, what a fantastic 12 days he's had here at the Crucible. He is one of snooker's greats, the ultimate ambassador for his sport. This was his 30th year at the Crucible.
Wow.
He's won a record 81 professional titles. 6 times a world champion.
I don't think it's a record anymore.
6 times a UK champion. 25 years ago, he was the Nugget. Now, he's simply a legend. Steve Davis. Good work, Steve.
Thank you. Some of these products work quite quickly.
I'm not sure the hair was that big 25 years ago. Before we talk about the final in '85, what an unbelievable 12 days you've had here.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed myself. It's been great, and yeah, I'd like to thank all of the fans that have been coming along to watch. I really felt the warmth of it was marvellous, but obviously we're not here today to talk about that.
Well, I know those memories of '85 have lingered long, and it's a subject very close to your heart, actually. In fact, I'm sure you enjoy speaking about '85 more than your 6 world titles from that decade. It was just an iconic moment in British sport. Could you take in the enormity of what was happening at the time?
No, not really.
Well, Dennis certainly enjoyed it, but he said that snooker was the winner that night. Would you agree?
Yes, I think so, yeah. I think that, you know, it captured the imagination of the public, and it was marvellous, and I was so pleased for Dennis.
No, you weren't.
And, yeah, I think snooker, yeah, I definitely think, you know, it was part of folklore history now, and to be involved in it was marvellous. And to think, as I've said many times before, and we've talked about it, that so many people remember where they were when they watched that match. How amazing, and how
Not
how
even
much
alive.
to be involved. I know at one loss, but to be involved in something where so many people remember is you can't buy things like it. Marvellous.
Amazing. And is it true, just finally, before we see this epic one-frame showdown, that you kicked Dennis off the practice table earlier this week because you had a quarter-final to contest?
Obviously, if I'd have made the semi-finals, this wouldn't have been happening. It would have been, you know, there would have been a problem with it. So, at 7-1 down in the morning session, I finish my session, I go back to my room, and all of a sudden I've got to mentally prepare for the evening session. I walk in at 6 o'clock to have my practice before the match in the evening. Who's on the practice table preparing for the next day? Dennis. What a sign of confidence building that was for me.
Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Davis, Dennis Taylor, let's play snooker!
Oh.
Turn that round.
Did he look like Mick Hucknall with that wig on?
Is it a quick photo? OK, right.
Oh, I went up my tiptoes, I remember. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah,
That was fun, yeah.
Oh, that cramp.
OK.
Cramp!
Cramp.
Are you going to toss, Arian, yeah?
I know what you're going to say.
No.
Well done. Hard lines.
It's a head.
It is.
One of the most iconic snooker referees.
Thank you. The first frame, Dennis Taylor.
What do you mean the first frame?
Yeah, that was the only
Well, oh, what a shot.
Excuse me.
Dennis Taylor gets the frame underway.
John Virgo.
In the commentary box sat next to me, Mr. Maximum Man, Mr. Willie Thorne.
Oh, Willie Thorne. Good shot.
Well,
Stuck
not
on the red, though.
from Dennis, but obviously the man that's been in form this week has knocked a good long red in. Tried to get under the pink in the middle. Unlucky.
In the middle.
Did you go for the pink?
foul. And a miss.
25 years ago, John. It
Steve
almost
Davis
seems
1,
like
Dennis Taylor
yesterday.
6.
I think you'll find there were no misses.
Oh, well, no.
That was a perfectly good shot back then.
Yeah, I know it was then.
Are we reenacting this? Surely the miss rule doesn't apply. If you think the miss rule shouldn't apply, press pulse now.
Oh God, the days of pulse on the red button.
Oh, you're taking it seriously. It's a safety shot.
Cliff Thorburn here. We've got to play a few dump shots as well for Cliff.
A few safety shots for Cliff.
Well, I wonder whether Steve will attempt to pot this red and flick the red away from the black
This
and
is a
stay
shot
on the
Cliff
black.
never played in his career.
That was a slow drag.
Well, I can only presume the black must pot in the left-hand corner. And there's the legend Cliff Thorburn, the only overseas player to win the World Championship.
Brown.
It could possibly happen this year that Bill Robertson could win it.
You know when the commentators say, oh, that's a bad miss, and the top pockets look quite easy on the television? Let's find out. Oh, well, I've pushed that blade safe in the back.
Steve Davis one.
It's got my name.
You testing me here?
Oh, at least having a bit of fun with it. Yes! Rolling back the ears, Mr. Dennis Taylor.
He won't be happy with that. He's not on the black.
Oh no, that's
The
bad.
twitchy one here, Cliff.
Well, you can just get through to it.
Whispering John Virgo.
Dennis Taylor one.
And that's a bad miss.
That was a bad miss.
That was very close for me.
I think that's a 3-ball plant.
Really?
Well, he pulled a 3-ball plant out there, but unfortunately not on the black, so it's the long pink into the corner.
Oh, that was a twitch.
Get him.
You can't be that lucky again, Steve. He's been lucky all his life.
You haven't left me the rest.
I'm sorry.
I don't think you can say we
Not
looked
a
at
rest shot.
25
I'm
years ago.
useless with the rest, mate.
Wrong way round?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, this is just pure silliness, and I'm loving it.
This is a frame-winning opportunity.
Steve's just suggesting, as we would do in commentary, that normally this would be,
I was the worst player in the world with the rest.
and probably
So
still
if this
is.
goes in, it'll be America.
This is, according to us, a frame-winning opportunity should the red go in.
Dub.
Yeah, it's official. He is still the worst player
That's
in the world
my
with the
level
rest.
of rest play.
Don't worry.
Actually, I think that's just my level of snooker play. Full stop.
Oh, no. No, I
I've got a kick.
I mean, not only was that not going in, it was also way too soft.
I've got a hangover.
One.
Oh, they'll definitely get rid of
pink.
the pink in the corner pocket there. Clear the path for the black. He's just got to make sure he doesn't kiss the black with a cue ball. As long as he misses the kiss on the black, he should be nicely on 2 reds to the left of the black spot.
So well, they're
Nice,
trying to
nice
take
to-
it seriously. The commentators are taking it
50-yard
seriously.
break from this position. There's every
Oh,
chance.
well, it's more Cliff Thorburn, isn't it?
Decided not to play it slow.
You won't be happy with that.
Don't like this one.
7.
Even though he's smiling, he's not happy with that. It's mainly wind.
Nice. I hate Postington with the pocket. I always catch either the near or the far jaw every time.
One of the greatest shots to nothings I've ever seen.
Probably disappointed that red went in the middle there.
City. Hello, City. Eugene, where's the fitter? What am I going to do with it?
Pot it.
I'll try. I wonder if I got it there.
Oh, don't get too advanced.
Brown will go back onto his own spot, and he's going to have to hope there's a gap between the yellow and brown to get to the red in the middle.
Oh! That is Taylor 8.
Nice. Whoa.
1.
Don't, please.
Pink to middle left. Brown.
Brown.
It's not. I mean, they do like to play exhibition shots, so well, why not?
A bit slidey, new table.
Brown.
Hang on, so what is it? To do the brown, hang on, so what? In theory, this is going like this, so what? Probably somewhere about here, then what, maybe, I don't know, here, and probably down here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know what, 5, 6, something like that? Is that what he's aiming to do? Oh, very well off.
Green. Foul and a miss.
Steve Davis 1, Dennis Taylor 4.
Foul and a miss. I'm in the studio at 1. Oh, shot, Joe.
Double.
Unlucky.
Go, 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 go. No, far job.
Since I've taken my hair off, I've lost a lot of strength. Shot there.
1.
Go, Dennis.
Oh, you can lose it. But Dennis got it back.
Oh, that was routine blue, and he missed it.
John Parrott, stop laughing.
When we first heard of this, we thought, what a great idea this will be.
I think that final frame 25 years ago really took about 68 minutes. This one might not be far off.
It's got all the colours on their own spots.
8.
Oh, excuse me. Nice.
There's a bit more normality with the position of the balls now. How many? Pot in the green.
Brown.
Is having
Oh,
another go at the
he's
brown.
did it
It's going to
again.
go.
He's trying to get in between the gap of the four reds on the left and round the back of the pink. So keep an eye on the cue ball here. It's got to go in between the gap there.
Yeah.
Round the back. Oh, that would have been really close.
Steve
Round
Davis
the back
9,
of the
Dennis
pink,
Taylor
that would have been
4.
close.
It may look
How can you
stupid,
say
but
that? Look really
work.
close. He hit the red half
But
ball.
he was going to be there, Tom.
Well, what
missed
was
that
going to
flick on
be
the
there
red.
and what wasn't?
Have you ever right in the commentary box?
Whoa.
Shot then.
1.
Brown.
Blonde.
Same shot. Oh, no, black's in the room.
Boo. Spoil sport.
Five. You can't teach it.
Tight pockets, see?
It's still a 5.
Oh dear. Oh God.
Oh, that would have been good if that went in. You would have got it that hard though. You need to do it a bit softer to give it a chance to drop in.
I don't know where I'm going.
Right, brother.
Red. I'm trying to figure out which is the easiest. I'm not bothered by position.
That's me in a nutshell.
I haven't had as much fun since the pigs ate one of my sisters.
Hey, what?
Shot.
Nice.
It's looking ominous. That's officially a break.
5.
That's my highest break this season.
It's so enjoyable just seeing a couple of friends having a bit of fun. A kick.
Have the white clean, Steve. That was a kick.
Apparently this match is being shown live in China.
Oh.
Seriously. Can you imagine what the commentary's like?
Oh. God, yeah, can you imagine? I'm trying to explain all the translations of it. Oh, shot.
Green. Dennis spoilt that shot. That's got to be back in the game.
Only 20 points behind. He can.
These are
man.
not easy.
4.
I'm going for the cross double. Like a furious one. There he goes, the treble.
Steve Davis 4.
Another double.
This is where the tension really ratchets up a couple of notches.
Oh, do double. Double it. Oh. Oh, oh, oh.
It's fast, isn't it?
It is true.
Oh, shot.
What do you mean, or?
1.
Oh, the microphone battery pack played.
Steve Davis is a little bit too old to get his leg over. It's all right, they won't get that in China.
Try. Oh, my God.
Jesus Christ, that's fast. That's fast.
3.
I'm gonna play a safety shot. Yeah. What's the scores?
14?
You
Yeah,
won't
14
like this.
difference.
He'll go another shade of red after this shot. Oh no!
Oh, no!
That's a bit tight, this one. Might have to swerve around the unit.
Oh, that's a... Hawkeye thinks that's a snooker.
Oh, God, they've not used Hawkeye in snooker feet for years, have they? Nice spot.
1.
Well, that was a good putt.
He didn't do that in '85.
He's hampered.
He's hampered.
Could play
Word
the
of
deep
2000,
screw with
I
the
think,
rest.
on the commentary world, hampered.
What, they haven't got a
Along with
16.
every credit, flat back pack, frame winning opportunity. Oh,
There
he
we
got
go.
a kick. Oh, bad bad miss, yeah.
Oh my, that was really far out.
Dennis Taylor won.
I've seen some crap shots in my time. that was up there.
He's snookering though. Someone decides to want to call out, make a name for themselves, make themselves look like a tit.
From Steve Davis has left him perfect on the green in the corner. He's 13 points behind.
Oh no!
There's a chance of this being a black ball game the way we're going.
I twitched.
Steve Davis.
How did I twitch? Well, it's actually alcohol poisoning, but. Shut up.
Nice.
3.
Be careful now, I'm sure I was in front by this stage.
On a string.
Ooh! And that's a bad miss. That's a terrible. Oh, it's so
Taylor
lucky
3.
you.
Oh my word.
This brown will cut.
Who said come on stage?
Oh, go on, get the blue, get the blue.
And he's developed the blue. That will do.
Great shot.
Well, he's 12 points behind, so...
Is the cameraman drunk?
Leave the blue on. Being off must be very close if he plays the pot in the middle. Try and develop the pink here if he gets close to the pot. Set the way around. So Dennis Taylor's got the blue to once again beat Steve Davis's Crucible.
This is still anybody's, don't worry about that.
Yes. Ooh.
Isn't it, when you just, the last ball when you need it, isn't it hard?
Yeah. Wait till you get to the black.
Yeah. Never true word said.
Shot.
Nice.
And Steve Davis still in the frame, and I think Dennis could find himself snookered
I was
here.
about to say, I think he looks like he could play snooker.
Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yeah. I think I will be. I know. I'm playing this, don't worry about that. It's quite a fast table, John. Oh, no, I missed out.
Steve Davis 5.
Oh, Dennis could snooker Steve here.
Another twitch. 7 in it.
Don't go in the middle pocket, pink.
Oh! 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 Oh my word! How fluky are you?
How many cushions?
5 or 6. Pink. Please go in.
Right, go on. Go on, get this.
Come on, you beauty.
3,
Yes.
4, 5.
Yes!
Oh! Oh!
Wow,
How
what an effort.
close!
What an effort.
Nah, don't foul him. It was a good shot.
How close was that?
Wow.
Is that a miss?
It wasn't even a foul, Steve. Great shot.
Was it a miss? Yeah. Yeah, put it back again.
Thank you.
Put it back.
Well, Dennis taking the option of the miss just to see if Steve can get a little bit closer this time with this shot.
Yeah, go on. Go on. Is that where the white ball
At least
was?
this can be a black ball game now, and he may even play the black off 3 cushions again. Just watch the way he plays this black again.
Oh, I
Plays
wanted
similar
to
way.
see that,
Side
try
cushion,
that
top
shot
cushion,
again.
Side cushion, top cushion.
How
left-hand side
close
cushion.
could you get?
Pop the black down the cushion.
And so it came to pass that the man
match ended up on the black. Dennis was the first player to have a shot at the black, weren't you?
Should we...
You potted a great pink, and the black ended up, from our memory, the black ended up there, and the white ball ended up, with good positional play, obviously. About there. And then what did you do?
I come out of my seat.
Yeah, you did.
Well, no, I was out of my seat because I just potted the pink.
Oh, yeah, of course you did.
And I knew I was going to go for the double, and I don't know, to this day, I went over and I kissed that there. And I come round and I thought, go for the double. Try a safety shot. You might not get a shot at the black. Have a go at the double. So this is what I played. Oh.
He's done it again.
Now, what happened? The black hit there. Were you at that end of the table?
I don't know where I was. Yeah, okay, yeah, I think so.
I'll leave him to it.
I think it was the other way round.
Yeah.
I missed the black. It hit the jaw of the pocket.
And the white ended up down here. No, I think perhaps it was down at this end.
The other way around. Yeah, there we go.
I mean, it was 25 years
So
ago
you
for
dumped me
them.
off of there, it hit that bump, and then went to there, and the
went
white ball went
safe.
round off 3 cushions and ended up here.
Yeah.
And I thought, what a lucky person he is. In all sorts of trouble, the only thing I could try was the up and down the table, which is really tough, so I sort of held everything together, quite close together. And I played the slow, twitchy, in-the-face shot, and the black, I was very pleased to see, went nowhere along the line it's going now. Ended up there.
And the white was here.
Yeah, what a shot I played there.
And I was sitting...
Please.
And I was sitting here,
Yeah, you were.
and I got out of my seat,
Yeah, you did.
and I used to say things under my breath, you know, things that people didn't want to hear, really. But it was, he just missed the double kiss by a fraction. And I remember coming to the table, saying to myself, that's the greatest shot I've ever seen under pressure in my life. Or words to that effect. It was more like you jammy gingerhead.
Yeah, be honest.
And my next shot, I think, confused Steve, because I played the straightforward safety shot. I tried to double the black into this pocket here. And I hit it hard enough. If it didn't go in there, I might fluke it in there.
You see what I was dealing with?
So this is what I played.
Oh, God.
So... How many times do you want to win this thing?
I mean, more than the one time we won it in real life.
So, obviously, after missing the double, he was bound to leave me a shot. That's what I had. I tried to play this full in the face to hit this cushion here, and hopefully there, the black down to there. Totally mishit it, and actually hit the black ball to there. So far out, completely gone. But so this was roughly the shot I played. But it didn't hit that cushion, it hit that cushion. Black went to there,
Double kissed
black
it.
went over there, some sort of double kiss, and it always ended up with a white ball like that. Dennis didn't know exactly, because...
You bet I know where it was. That was the shot I was left with. So I had the first proper shot to win the World Championship and realise your ambition. And I'm thinking to myself, use all the years of experience. Keep your head still, don't lift your head. Push the cue in and out 4 or 5 times and you're world champion. And this was the shot I played after all those positive thoughts. I got down, keep your head still, push the cue in and out 4 or 5 times, and this is what happened.
There must be a magnet on this black.
Oh, Mum.
It didn't go in. It stayed on the table. The black hit there, it was a mile away. I mean, you couldn't have gone further. It was about Rotherham he missed it by. The black ball came careering up the table slowly, and as I was sitting in my chair, and as the balls came to rest, the black was probably ended up about here, and the white ball roughly about here. I had a chance to cut the black to win the World Championship.
That's not a cut.
I think it was like that.
If it's not like you
It may
can go
have
for
been
the
a bit
bottom
closer,
right.
I don't know. Well, it was like that. Okay, fair enough.
A bit further out.
It was somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Somewhere in between. So, and there's a lot of argument about it, and obviously Hawkeye I have an argument with Hawkeye about it, but I don't know where it was. But anyway, I was in my chair, and I thought, I can pot this. And I started walking and realised that they weren't my legs. And it was all a bit slow motion-y. And I came to the table chalking somebody else's cue. And I gripped hold of the cue with Jimmy White's right hand. It wasn't my hand. And I thought, whatever you do, this is a very thin shot. Under pressure, whatever you do, don't hit it thick. That's how you bottle it. Don't hit it thick. 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 And I didn't. I hit it thin. Very thin. So thin that the white ball had a lot more speed on it.
And the black didn't go in.
The black, because I didn't win that year. The black hit there, and went to there, and the white ball came up the table, went there, and a few people, my friends, went there. And I looked up at somebody who got a free ticket up the balcony, and didn't pay, and walked back to my chair.
Oh. I'm crying, but not
didn't
because
think Steve would
not
miss the
'cause of
black.
sadness.
But under the pressure that we were both under, we could miss anything. And people often say, well, what was the black like that you potted? Well, after my attempt into this corner pocket with such a big, probably the biggest twitch ever seen at the Crucible Theatre, I came to the table, the balls were something like this, and I thought, well, don't even grip the cue. You normally just grip the cue not too tightly. I thought, well, don't even grip the cue. I'll let the butt of the cue rest on 4 fingers and kept my thumb out of the way. And when you see that last shot, it looks like it's on freeze frame because I took forever over playing the shot. And I got down without gripping the cue, let it go very loose, took ages on the shot, and missed the black.
Then I came to the table, got down with all the years of experience. And put it over the middle pocket, which is where Dennis finally potted it.
So this one, I couldn't miss. You never seen this bit, did you?
I don't think they have.
And I potted the black, and I went like...
Oh, wow.
Double that one, double the long one.
It's got 5 minutes.
fantastic entertainment, but joking apart, gentlemen, I mean, it is folklore, isn't it? That the final all those years ago, and it's fantastic you can come back and do this for all the people entertaining. Dennis, there mustn't be a day go by where you don't think about that final.
I just never get fed up with people talking about it, and every time I sort of play with Steve and I meet him and shake hands, he always wants to talk about it. Nah, it is amazing. And it's how the youngsters seem to remember it. The parents tell them, and they show that little clip every time snooker's on. And yeah, it was just, it's something I'll never forget for the rest of my life. It was just a marvellous occasion, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, my psychoanalyst has been working on on me trying to forget it, but with no success so far.
I mean, I know how much you enjoy it, because I sit next to you in the studio, and every time it gets mentioned in commentary, or it comes up on a piece of VT, you really like it, don't you?
Well, look
Tell the truth.
Look, I tell you what, it's history. I was pleased to be part of it in the end. Really, it was so exciting. You turn professional to play snooker, and the excitement you get from competitive players, the biggest. Well, we had the most exciting match. It was too much, really.
Yeah, I think you've discovered a new way of playing the game, Dennis, as well. Have you tried to miss every ball there and potted every ball?
Listen, I think this fella's give us all inspiration. I might get the old cue out again, because he had a chance after beating John Higgins of becoming a world champion at 52. So let's get the old cues out again. John, you shouldn't retire either. Yeah, there you go.
I was going to look that up, how old he was at this point.
Got me right on it. Well, all that remains to be said is, gentlemen, it was a privilege for me to be a professional on the circuit. When I grew up, I was 20 years of age when that final was played, and it's been a privilege to play against you all over the years. Ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Taylor and Steve Davis.
Oh, that was just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You couldn't ask for something nicer than that. You really, really couldn't, It's something that, they are absolutely right what they say, that it was history. I mean, so if Steve had become world champion at 52 that year, in 2010, Mark Williams wouldn't have been able to break the record, potentially today/tomorrow. I really hope he does. Because there's for me, growing up, I grew up watching the likes of your Stephen Hendry, your Ronnie O'Sullivan, your Mark Williams, your John, I nearly said John Virgo, not John Virgo, John Higgins. And then obviously you had the likes of Ken Doherty and Ken Dodd. No, not Ken Dodd. What am I talking about? Graham Dodd. Not even remotely similar. Well, actually, though, I think wasn't there something in the news recently about Graham Dodd? If I remember rightly, I think my friend sent it to me. Hang on, I'm trying to remember, because it was like really bad. It was really, really bad. Yeah, Graham Dodd. Some very serious criminal allegations against him. Obviously, I'm not going to speak on the legal aspects of that. That is not the time or place to do that here. I've grown up with so much wonderful snooker over the years. I grew up watching it with my nan. We'd watching Big Break. And it's a joy to watch. And my nan had always told me for years about the 85 final, which it set so many records. I think it's like the most watched thing on British television, like after midnight. Because obviously the match ended, I don't know, what was it? Something like 12:30, 1 o'clock, something like that in the morning. And there was like 18 odd million people watching, which is insane to say that it's snooker. But snooker, I don't know what it was. was almost like the working man's sport. You know, any guy could go and do, or girl, guys or girls could play. But yeah, it was very much a working class kind of sport, you know, in a strange way, whilst at the same time being sort of the gentlemanly and kind of upper class thing with like the waistcoats and the bow ties and stuff. So I don't think I first watched a clip of that final frame. Probably, I want to say, like probably around about this time, about sort of 2009, 10, 11-ish, something like that. I have a feeling I've at least seen part of this before. I'm not sure whether I've seen the whole thing. Definitely the sort of reenactment at the end, that sort of triggers sort of a rough memory. So I might have seen this before. But I mean, hey, what a way to spend an hour having a bit of laugh, watching two absolute legends of the sport, having a bit of fun, and talking about, arguably one of the most iconic moments in sporting history when it comes to, most definitely this game. I mean, if Mark Williams, honestly, if he wins this year, that will be up there. Like, that will be spoken about, I think, in my personal view, it'll be spoken about for years. If Zhao Xingtong wins, that will be spoken about for many years, because that'll be the first Asian player to ever win it. But there will always also be that tinge of controversy going, well, he was banned for his involvement in match fixing. I don't think he ever threw any matches himself, but he got banned. I think it was like he placed bets, so he knew that match fixing was going on, and he profited from it by betting on matches and stuff, which, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, if you're involved in any way, shape or form with match fixing, you should never play whatever that sport is again. I don't care. I don't like it personally, but hey, that's what it is. But yeah, I think Mark Williams, if he wins this year, that will be up there, along with the 1985 final. And arguably, you'd have to go with Ronnie's fastest ever maximum break, which is something at 5 minutes 20. It's gonna take some beating, isn't it? It's gonna take some beating. I'd love to see it. In reality, I can't imagine it being beaten, but hey, who knows? I've got one quick question for you just before we end. Please put your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think? What is your opinion on the age-old debate? Which is the hardest kind of thing to do? Do you think it is a hole-in-one in golf? Do you think it's a 9-dart finish in darts? Or do you think it's a snooker 147? I'm going to leave you to put your answers down there. I know which is my answer, and I have never wavered away from it, because all of them, you need a certain amount of luck in addition to skill. But when you think about how much luck you have to have and skill to pot, 36 balls and get the position every time to pot all of those 36 balls in that specific order. Just saying. That's going to do it for today. Thank you so very much for watching. And for now, my name is Kevin. I am a geek, and you've been watching Kevin the Geek.